So the story begins with a boy named Bobby who was running through the jungle to escape from someone. The story goes into the past to find out who were after him. We see Bobby and his wife Tracy living in a small apartment where Tracy is very depressed because she has not yet conceived. Tracy's only dream was to have a home in a peaceful place where she could start a family. But neither of these things were happening. Their apartment was also in the middle of the noise and bustle of the city, and after several years of marriage, they were still unable to conceive. In the evening, a friend of Tracy came home and told her about a very good community. It was a relaxed and get-together community. The people there were also very nice. Tracy asked her that if you liked that community so much, then why did you not buy a house there? So the girl said that they did not give us a house. Do you mean that we told them that we do not want to plan a second child? Tracy felt strange. That what kind of reason is this? Tracy's husband did not think that the committee was as good as her friend was praising it. He told them to visit it, and if they liked it, they could move there. Even if I had the money to live there, I would not stay there. Tracy wanted a house in a peaceful place. So the very next day they went to check out that committee. These people stopped near the gate. They did not understand. There was no guard near the gate. Who would have opened the gate? The gate opened by itself. And here they met the president of the committee, who gave her a tour of the committee and started telling about the committee. Tracy and Bobby noticed that there were a lot of kids here and they were almost the same age. The common thing was that every couple had 2 kids, which meant her friend was right that planning for 2 kids was a must to live in this community. Tracy had no problem with this either because she loved kids. The committee president tells Tracy that this committee was formed to bring back the family values. This whole committee lives like a family. There is no crime here, but everyone takes care of each other just like a family. The committee president tells that everyone came here so that they could perfect their children in a good environment. And all the children were very happy here. Tracy and Bobby had also seen this. Now the president shows him a very big and beautiful house here. Seeing this, Bobby gets suspicious and asks why he left such a big house in such a good place. Then the president said that he had some business issue and he had shifted his business somewhere else. Bobby did not feel jealous of this because on going inside, he saw that all the household items were also there. Tracy became very happy. She wanted such a big and beautiful house. She was ready to accept it, but now there was another issue. This house was not coming in their budget. So the president tells her that this house cannot be cheap, but yes, there is a way. We help those couples who want to start a family. For that, a form has to be filled. You people also fill the form. If your number comes, then you will get this house at a low price. Tracy also immediately agreed and she filled the form. And see their luck that after 2 days their number also came. They got this house at a low price. Bobby was not happy that how everything happened so smoothly, but Tracy was very happy. Seeing Tracy's happiness, Bobby signed the contract paper without reading the contract. Exactly 1 month from today, these people shifted to the house, and the interesting thing was that the whole community welcomed them by leaving all their work. Now, since she was not getting a house, Tracy started talking about planning a child. Bobby agreed to this as well. The next day, we see that 2 of their neighbors tried to come to their house. Bobby does not like all this. He was trying to avoid them from outside, but the neighbors forcefully came to his house, after which it is shown that the next day Tracy goes for shopping from here in the community market itself. Then she feels that the people of the community are keeping an eye on her, but she considers it to be her illusion and goes away from here. A few days later, a Christmas party is held here. People from all communities were there. In this Christmas party, we see that a couple fights with each other. Deborah, who was the wife in that couple, slaps her husband so hard that the husband falls down. The man did not have one leg. He was not able to stand up on his own, and no one came to help him. Bobby found this very strange. When he went to help him, the other people came and helped the man and picked him up from there. After that, days passed like this, and one day while jogging, Bobby met Deborah again. When he asked Deborah about her husband, she became tearful, but she lied and said that her brother has died and he has gone there. After saying this, she quietly went inside the house. Bobby felt as if she was hiding something. Anyway, Bobby ignores her and comes home, and when he does not sleep at night, He turns on the TV. There were many channels on the TV, and while changing channels, he saw a channel where he could see his neighbor's house. His neighbor was trying to get close to someone else, and then his husband is doomed. Bobby can't believe what he is seeing but doesn't even think too much about it and changes the channel. After waking up Suba, Bobby now starts checking his voicemail, many of which were from her friends, and one was a voicemail to Tracy in which community members were asking her how her pregnancy was. Hearing this, Bobby gets angry and he goes to Tracy and asks whether you're telling her about your family's affairs also. You are also telling them that we are planning to conceive. Tracy doesn't make much of it and says casually, "What's the big deal? Those people have become my friends and I was just discussing this with them." Bobby was amazed at the fact that Tracy had truly accepted all these people as her family. Well, now the next day Bobby was called for a community meeting. Sandra and her family had come here. Sandra is the same woman who slapped her husband in front of the entire community. This is the matter that the community members were going to discuss here. Bobby finds all this strange and asks why we should speak about his personal matter. So the community chief says because we are family members and it is our duty to discuss all these matters. Bobby doesn't say anything, but the community members punish him by making him stand in the middle of the community the next day and make him wear a mask, and everyone beats him. Well, what was all this? What were these values that were being taught in this community? It was wrong to kill a human being by biting him. The more strange thing was that even the policemen were not doing anything here, but were standing very comfortably and watching the spectacle. Now Bobby started thinking about his future. Should his children also learn the same old values? Now Bobby himself tried to save Sandra, but Sandra turned to him and told him to please go away from here. And the rest of the community also did not consider Bobby's action good. The matter ends here, and a few days later Sandra and Bobby meet again outside a shop. Sandra, acting happy, tells Bobby that if it were not for the community, our marriage would not have survived. Bobby nods at her words and looks at her husband's face, who really looks sad. When Bobby came home, he saw that the community president had come to his house with a woman. Seeing her, Bobby got angry because he knew that she was filling Tracy's mind with trash talk and he didn't want that. The president tells that we have just come to help you. 5 months have passed. You guys haven't been able to conceive yet. We want to try your best so that you can conceive quickly. Maybe you didn't read the contract, Bobby, but it is clearly written in the contract. If a couple is unable to conceive for 6 months, they are not allowed to live in this community. And the money for his house is also not returned. After listening to this, Bobby started scratching his head, and for the first time he went and read the agreement. There were very strange rules written in it. And the strangest thing is that the punishments for breaking these rules were even worse than this. Bobby was very upset after seeing all this, but Tracy on the other side was trying to stay here after seeing all this. He liked this community very much. Bobby explains to him that the community wants to control us and keep us. They are taking our freedom away from us. But Tracy still had to stay here. Now Bobby takes the help of one of his lawyer friends to help him in this matter. He sends an agreement to the one who reads the letters and says to his father, "You are crazy. How did you sign this agreement? Because of this you have lost all your freedom. And I can't help you in this because all these things are legal." Baba now says to him, "Please find out at once what happened to the previous owners of this house." Whereas on the other hand, we are shown that Tracy was again meeting the people who were very easily brainwashing her, and Tracy also did it. Red light, these people tell that all the children of this community who have grown up here are sitting on a very high position today because this community belongs to the upper castes. It's from people understand that this small community runs this entire country because all the big polities and big skin are children of the same community. Here, after some time, Lair comes to know Bobby and tells him that there is no news about his previous visit here. It seems as if he has lost the ground. Bobby found all this strange. He went to ask his neighbor about the old honors here. Hearing this, the neighbor also got a little nervous, but she told Bobby something. Didn't tell. Bobby was now understanding a lot of things. He understood that if he did not cooperate with the people of this community, he would also be killed. Well, now Bobby has started urinating. Days pass like this and Valentine's Day also comes. Tracy gave her the biggest news of all. that she was now pregnant. Bobby also became very happy after hearing this. But all his happiness ended when many people started giving him congratulatory messages. He was interested in the fact that Tracy had told this news to the entire community before then, although he had the first right on this news. A few days later, when these people return after getting ultrasound done, Sandra's neighbor stops their car and starts asking for help. Before Bobby can take any action, a car comes from behind and hits him and goes away from there. Sheriff had seen all this, but after seeing it, he rejected it and told Baba that he could not take any action in this matter. That lady was drunk and deliberately came in front of the car. Everyone had seen that she was asking for help, but everyone became silent after the policeman said this. And after today's incident, Bobby became even more worried because he had also understood that if he disobeyed any rule, the same fate would befall him. He goes and switches on the TV and sees that the footage of the ambulance taking the girl away was also being shown on the TV. He changed one channel and the footage of his neighbors was playing. And when he changed the other channel, the footage of these people was playing. This means that the community members kept an eye on their every move. Anyone could watch anyone from anywhere, whenever they wanted. There was no such thing as privacy here. 24-hour stream of every house was being shown on their TV. Now Bobby also understands how everyone knew that Tracy was pregnant. Because Tracy might have told this to only 1 or 2 people. Now, fed up with all these things, he quickly goes to his neighbor. Then the neighbor closes the door saying that leave us, forgive us. We have a daughter. And here Bobby learns another dark truth. That if anyone commits a mistake, his family will be punished for it. Skentra's husband's brother did not die just like that. In fact, Skentra was punished for the mistake she committed by killing her brother outside the community. Now even Tracy had understood the reality of this community. She also wanted to leave from here. So they planned that they will leave this community by doing a drama. It doesn't matter if Bobby dies in all this, but at least their child should not be born in this community. At night, Tracy pretended to be in pain and Bobby took her out of this community on the pretext of taking her to a big hospital. In the morning when he returned, he had brought Tracy's friend with him, whom he also had to take out the next day. But the people of the community were not that crazy. No matter how much Bobby tried to hide, there were cameras installed everywhere, due to which the president of the community came to know that Bobby had taken Tracy out from here. The president arrives here with some people to arrest Bobby. Her friend is also arrested. Before these people can say anything to Bobby, the president's husband comes and attacks the president with a scissors so that Bobby can escape from here. Because he knew how many difficulties there are in this life which he had survived. He was thinking that at least Bobby should not live such a life. Bobby ran away from here to save himself and the whole community started chasing him. This is the same scene which we saw in the beginning of the story. Before these people could run away from here, a car stops in front of him in which his friend and his wife were. These people catch Bobby and start taking him back towards the community, and a big twist is revealed that this friend of Bobby was a member of this community. And he was the one who told Bobby about this community, or consider him trapped in this community. Bobby did not want to go back, but Saber Darcy brought him to this community. And then the story moved forward 5 years from here. We are shown Tracy, who is very happy here. Her one son is grown up and now she is planning for a second child as per the community rules. She has now become the president here and is herself encouraging new couples like the previous president, so that they become a part of this community. Bobby was watching this from above, but he could not do anything about it. Because we were shown that both his legs were cut off because of his previous mistake and not because of his planning to escape from the community. He was now badly trapped in this community, and just by showing this, the story ends here.